So we open with Brianna and Vincent, and they're enjoying their 1 month anniversary. Okay, why is the camera shaking so much? What they keep... Ooh, I'm getting dizzy. I can't focus on their boring plot line. I mean, y'all are the happy couple. We're happy for you, but I want to get to the blonde in the butt. Oh, Lord. I do not need to listen to Vincent's bucket list. This is why the show is 2 hours, the inane chatter. But now with the conservative and the drunkard, and they usually do match. Look at the Upper East Side. So we're starting to see their relationship deteriorate because the conservative is controlling and has issues with her dog running off. You're just upset that this heifer might leave you for a better man with a bigger penis. What girl in high school left you with this, oh my God, she's gonna leave me injury? Because this wasn't even the heifer you was married to. This was some other woman. Left you and you've never been the same. She ain't going nowhere. She actually liked you and your antiquated patriarchal ways. But instead of appreciating what she'll put up with, you keep pushing the envelope. Okay, how did we go from you think her dog doesn't behave properly to unless you want to end this right now? You want out. You want out, but you're not a brave enough man to tell her you're a drunk and I don't want to deal with your alcohol issues. You feel like the dog comes between you and the relationship. Now, how you want kids? How are you going to form your lips to say your selfish conservative butt wants children when you're jealous of a dog? When a dog is coming in between. You are married and living with this woman. Sorry, that was my crepe. And a dog is coming in between. My goodness. Ooh. Girl, run. Run as fast as you can. She said, I'm over this conversation. You need to be listening. Girl, listen to these red flags. Now he's giving me a sleeping with the enemy tea. Oh, so they had a fight last night at the bar. Drunkard. Drunkard. And after a niece music interstitial, we've got the blonde and the butt. And the blonde's trying to get the butt to give her some butt. I don't think he's sexually attracted to you. Maybe other women? Women. Yay. Oh, goodness, he is uncomfortable. No, he don't like women. I'm sorry, you played a good game, sir. You had me fooled for a moment. And I think because you're traditional, you're trying to force it. But the way you are, your back is so straight as she's sitting on your leg. You ain't comfortable. You just, get it away from... Yeah, you haven't seen him with his shirt off still. And he does all that exercise. I mean, he's known as the butt. They love to sneak in a secret sissy. She looks so determined in this class. She's like, I'm gonna get this dick. No, you ain't. Oh, Lord. I can tell by that little perm sprig on his head. I don't think it's gonna happen, boo. I think he came here hoping, okay, this will cure me, but Girl, he is doing everything he can to break up the moment. I'm gonna call it. 17 minutes and 35 seconds into the episode is the death of this relationship. He said this hasn't further developed our connection. You don't want a connection with a woman. Girl, he was so happy when she said this is the last part. She is so mad. I almost feel bad for the blonde because she really was like, no. And it's got to be tough because he checks all the other boxes, but then sex, he's just an absolute failure. Oh, and he probably don't know how to eat it. But now back with the conservative and the drunkard. Now, how you gonna say this heifer disappeared for 40 minutes, but you ain't called? You just want somebody to be your lapdog. That's your issue. You're insecure. Oh, he said, I'ma try to back off. She said, oh yeah, talk tough now, but once you get drunk, the monster comes out. Oh yeah, y'all are both drunk. See, that's why you don't drink, because you get assy. And she's just a drunk. He was so drunk he left his phone in the Uber. Ooh, that's boozy boo. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna work. One of you has to be sober. I thought you'd just be sick of taking care of her drunk, but I didn't know you'd get in on the shenanigans. One of you has to be the adult. She can't be out of your eyesight for 30 minutes. 30 minutes? What? Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord. Did you hear the words that came out of your own mouth? 30 minutes. I have never heard someone so insecure in my life. I gotta say, I'm really learning a lot from watching these shows. I'm like, you gotta check your own behavior. 30 minutes and you couldn't call? Oh, that's right, because you didn't have your phone. You were too drunk. Oh, 30 minutes. Not like 2 hours, 30 minutes. I didn't see you for 30 minutes. Where were you putting your put? What do you think she was doing in 30 minutes? Do you think she started a whole affair in 30 minutes or the beginnings of one? She's talking to that guy. She moved her hair. Ooh. Were you forced into a cuckold situation? You are damaged. In his confessional, he talked about she putting walls up. What walls? You're the drunken fool, and you're supposed to be the adult, all about maturity. So the drunkard's cracking up because he's an idiot. I feel like I'm drowning. You're not drowning, he's controlling, and you don't want to put up with it. You see where it's going, but you don't want to get off the road because, he's tall and white with money, but he gives me a below average penis T. Like, he tall, but still with a 5-inch. It's like, this height's wasted on you. That's why he insecure. Also, girl, you gotta realize, and maybe this is his point. You are married, so no, you're never gonna have as much time for anything else because now you've got a primary relationship. Now you've got your own family. You've got a whole ass husband and a man child at that. So yeah, think like, no, you're not gonna see you've got to figure that cat stuff out because if he is really allergic, it's an issue. But no, you're not going to have as much time for your friends because you are not single. And he is not a boy. Okay, now I see the energy you've been giving off. But he's still controlling. Don't get me wrong, but you also don't get it. Like, you do seem like you want a great boyfriend, but like you always want to have time still to like grow up and be you. Like you have to pick. You can't have it all. Nobody can. There's not enough time. Back with Jennifer Aniston and boring Jacob. Why are y'all still together? You don't want him. And honestly, he needs to not want you at this point. If you ain't into me, I'm disinterested in your disinterest. I am happy to get on. In the words of Blanche Devereaux, that does it. I will not let you humiliate me any longer. You may not want me ham lushbound, but I can promise you somewhere on this planet I will damn sure find a man who does. That's what you should have done, and probably a man, because you giving me a latent sissy too. But she's embarrassing you at this point. You're becoming a white male Paige. Stuck on stupid. How did you think you were at a better point when you don't want him and everything for you is a chore? Oh, what are you thinking? Do you think you're fooling him? You want a normal relationship with your wife. The woman doesn't like you. Like, I don't even think she wants to be friends with you. Like, you would be the guy at the office she would call creepy. She looked at you and you're her definition of creepy. It's never gonna work. But y'all just here wasting our time and productions. Now they want to have fun. Why you want to have fun with somebody you don't like? Y'all have just resigned to this miserable marriage for the next 8 weeks? Or you done financially plan what they gonna pay you and you can't walk off? Like Monique was able to walk off from Bravo, you can't walk off. Oh God, y'all are resetting for what? You said it's the disgusted sigh when you hug me. She is disgusted by you. What is there to reset? You Paige, I'm a Paige too. Oh, Lord, now we got Paige, and she had to have friends come in since she ain't got no man. Why are we following her journey at this point? Like, didn't we give her a great send-off last episode? They said, well, we gotta use you. I mean, they are hell bent on filling these 2 hours. They ain't shit. They are worse than Mona Scott. You haven't caught them up on much. Ain't nothing to catch up on. What? Okay, your brother's wife. Why is she making faces like a mime? Oh my God, no. She ain't never been on camera before and got her good Sunday wig on. Ooh, she thinks she doing something. Why didn't you tell him that he said you were unattractive? That he wasn't attracted to you? Why didn't you start with that? You buried the lead. Bump the baby mom and her possible pregnancy. Focus on the fact he didn't want you and you still worrying about it. There was no consideration for the other person you were legally bound to. Think about that sentence. You said legally bound. The fact that you have to be legally bound to think about getting him to consider you. No emotion, no feeling, no respect, but legally bound. Don't be so desperate for love it has to be legally bound. Okay, I've never seen a level of rejection like this, and then you're toying with my emotions. Why are you letting him near your emotions? If you know you can't count on him for shit, why are you letting him near an emotion? That's like putting a bull in a china shop. You know something gonna break, and it's gonna be your heart, because your brain's already on the fritz. The fritz. Why do you think he's going to give a quick text, put a note on your door? One, he ain't even living with you. He's supposed to be in the house. The blonde and the butt, Jennifer Aniston and Boring Jacob, they can't stand each other, but they're still living together for the check. He wouldn't even live with you for a check. They are docking his pay just to be away from you. You've got the game fucked up. He said he's not attracted to you. When somebody says that, you really got to listen to it, hear it, and digest it, and then act accordingly. Because you acting like this man still wants you. That dick must have been good. I think, you know what? I think it's just you inexperienced. Because he don't look like it's that good. He gives me a lazy T. He hit you up with 2 new tricks that you, and now got you on TV looking like a whole fool. And you're doing it on your own. You never went bare minimum, let alone even above and beyond. He was only with you for a week. You really staying focused on this fling, but the ring didn't mean a thing. Maybe I fell in love with the idea of marriage so much I lost myself inside of this process. Thank God you see it. Oh, please tell me there's hope. Oh, it was refreshing to hear. I might have to make these videos 2 parts. Okay, her brother got some sense. He like, it's gonna be all right. You still in your 20s. Your 20s. Paige, see what loving you looks like. So you won't be putting up with panty waste. And Chris is a true panty waste. Now, girl, he ain't tried to leave you broken. Don't tell that lie. You offered him the puss easy. No work, no effort, no credit check, no nothing. You just put it on the table and said, here. So he took it as a free sample. You gave him a free sample and he ate it. You can't get mad at that. Other than that, he has left you alone. He said, I'm not interested. I want a divorce. Sat a whole nother heifer in front of you. Told her, he said, leave me alone 18 different ways. That's not trying to break you. That's saying I'm not interested. I would say maybe if he had moved in, I could buy that. But he leaving you alone too much. You keep going back to him and getting your heart broken. That's what happened. You bumping your own head. You got one good time to treat me like that kind of shit. And I'm going to get from around you. He already said, this is what I have to offer. Dick and bubblegum, and I'm fresh out of bubblegum. You went back for the dick. You have to choose yourself and also recognize when they haven't chosen you. So with the blonde and the butt, he in bed talking about a training session with her dog. She said he wants to navigate me, but he won't try to navigate me. And how he gonna have children? How are you going to have children without having sex? How? That's not how this works. So she talk about the tantra session and he can't stop laughing. He's laughing at the thought of having sex with you. Girl, your goodie's making him giggle. So now we gonna focus on how the men is taking care of they women's dogs. Vincent's in love with Brianna's dog, and I can see why. With Jennifer Aniston and boring Jacob, they dogs don't even get along. However, with the blonde and the butt, Rai loves the dog. It's the wife he's got the issue with. I'm telling you, him and Jacob really should have been together. With the drunkard and the conservative, he's trying to control her dog since she's gonna run away on his butt. Bentley and Chris, that man ain't never met that dog. They gonna have him say, I don't give a fuck about Bentley. You don't give a fuck about your wife either. Oh, Lord. Jennifer Aniston and Jacob are still gonna beat this dead horse of a marriage and go go-karting. Oh, Jennifer Aniston is a sore winner. Girl, you won a go-kart race. You did not win at life. Why are we talking to Chris? He ain't even moved in with this effort. Now we gotta deal with him and his mama. What is she going to say? He gonna say, we don't talk, so I don't know if Paige is a sweet girl or not. Now, why are you trying to throw her up under the bus for your little check? I guess this is when your subway shut down, so you had to slink and slither back to the show. But you're not attracted to her, so that's why she doesn't talk to you. You've been an ass. That's why she doesn't talk to you. There's no reason for either of you to speak to each other. So he tell his mama him and Paige is done. Then why are you expecting her to call if you're done? And why do you want to talk to her off camera if you're done? You just want a cup of puss. The mama ain't surprised. She's like, oh yeah, I know he's a quitter.